Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ntrockline Show. I am Neil Tilk. I will be your host. During the next hour, you'll hear some of the greatest rock and roll music ever made. We are a theme-based show, don't you know, exploring a different subject every week as depicted by song and event. It's a compilation-style podumentary of universal significance. And did I mention that we play the greatest rock and roll music ever made? I'll draw your attention to how rock and roll has permeated our everyday lives. Each episode will demonstrate a different mindset. So please stay tuned, sit back, and enjoy. Now on with the show.
I never thought of it because social distance describes the New World Order to a T. Social distance leading to isolation. Sounds more like a complex medical diagnosis than a simple set of instructions. COVID-19 will be forever etched in the memory of everyone who is old enough to say coronavirus. On this week's show, we'll be focusing on the complications of isolation as the direct result of said virus epidemic.
For the first time in the life of many families and couples, people are being forced to spend time together. This is about as unnatural as eating raw bats. Nobody saw that as part of the equation, except for maybe Doug and the Slugs. Here is Chinatown Calculation.
It ain't easy watching 6 years slipping through my picket gate, like some moon dead dog escaping through that hole in the kennel fence. The water's boiling, poached eggs waiting, the toast I know they're still on the plate. The queen of diamonds lying face down, your hidden message makes no sense. Whoever the new mystery man is, I got to admit, he knows his business. Now, from the right to the left, and it's coming out just the way you might expect. Chinatown calculation, that's cool with no regrets. Chop to it, chop to it. The city seems so cold at night, and I'm fighting the feeling something's lost. Clinical friends got the cynical bends, or that dialogue's on a single track. They say I'm sad cause the roof went walking, well that's the price, don't they know love costs? Sometimes money, but mostly the moments that seem so much a part of the pack. Whoever the new mystery man is, I got to admit, he knows his business. You're reading me now, from the right to the left, and it's coming out just the way you might expect. Chinatown calculation, that's cool with no regrets. Chop to it, chop to it. With no regrets. Well, it ain't easy watching 6 years slipping through my picket gate, like some moon dead dog escaping through that hole in the kennel fence. I never saw that cold equation algebra behind your face that wrote me off as a bad transaction. Your abacus spoke deadly sense. Whoever the new mystery man is, I got to admit, he knows his business. You're reading me now, from the right to the left, and it's coming out just the way you might expect. Chinatown calculation, that's cool with no regrets. Chop to it, chop to it, chicken chow mein, chicken chow mein.
If there are any scientists in the group that can explain to me why virtually every new flu and respiratory dysfunction comes from China, beats the heck out of me, I'm all ears. I mean, just about everything is made in China, right? But why the flute, too? Keep those cards and letters coming in on that subject, would you? Until we get an answer and correct that problem, welcome to my nightmare with Alice Cooper.
Yes! Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my breakdown. I hope I didn't scare you. That's just the way we are when we come down. We sweat and laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream here. You know inside you feel right at home here. You're welcome to my nightmare, yeah. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. We sweat and laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream. You know inside you feel right at home here. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my breakdown.
The people were ordered into isolation. Some of those people didn't put up much of a fuss. Here's Tommy James and the Shondells from way back with I Think We're Alone Now.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me as we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing. 'Cause what would they say if they ever knew? And so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me as we stumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do.
I would dial the numbers just to listen to your breath.
and I would stand inside my hell and hold the hand of death. You don't know how far I'd go to ease this precious ache, and you don't know how much I give or how much I can take just to reach you, just to reach you, oh, to reach you. Come to my window, come inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. Keeping my eyes open, I cannot afford to sleep. Giving away promises I know that I can't keep. Nothing fills the blackness that has seeped into my chest. I need you in my blood, I am forsaking all the rest. Just to reach you, just to reach you, oh, I'll reach you. Come to my window, crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. I don't care what they think, I don't care what they say. What do they know about this love? Come to my window. I'll be home, I'll be home, I'll be home. I'm coming home. Come to my window. Oh, crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window. I'll be home soon. I'll be home, I'll be home. I'm coming home. Come to my window. Oh, crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window. I'll be home soon. I'll be home.
That was Melissa Etheridge with Come to My Window. And that's pretty much what everybody's going to be doing for a little while, communicating by those lights that they used to use on ships.
Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all.
Funny thing about isolation leading to social distancing. You can take it outside, it turns out. Here's Sheryl Crow with Soak Up the Sun.
My friend the communist holds meetings in his RV. I can't afford his gas, so I'm stuck here watching TV. I don't have digital, I don't have diddly squad. It's not having what you want, it's wanting what you've got. I'm gonna soak up the sun, I'm gonna tell everyone to can rock on.
The best thing about being able to go outside is that you get some relief from being inside, because when you're inside, confined in a cabin with the fever, with a bunch of other people with the fever, then it gets a little bit disturbing. Here's Rihanna.
What's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? I'm going crazy now. No more gas in the red. Can't even get it started. Nothing heard, nothing said. Can't even speak about it. I'm my life, I'm my head. Don't wanna think about it. Feels like I'm going insane, yeah. It's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind, it can control you. It's too close for comfort. Pretty lights, here in the city of wonder, ain't gon' play nice. Watch out, tonight just go under. Better think twice. The train of thought will be altered, so if you must pause, I'll be right. Your mind can disturb your life. It's like the darkness is the light. Disturb your life. Am I scaring you now? Disturb your life. Ain't used to what you like. Disturb your life. Disturb your life. Faded pictures on the wall. It's like they talking to me. Disconnected, no call. The phone don't even ring. I gotta get out. Oh, figure it out. It's too close for comfort. Oh, it's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind, it can control you. I feel like a monster. Oh, city of lights. Watch out, tonight just go under. Better think twice. Think twice. I will be outside, so if you must pause, I'll be right. Disturb me up. It's like the darkness is the light. Disturb me up. Am I scaring you now? Disturb me up. Ain't used to what you like. Disturb me up. Disturb me up. But other than that, release me from this curse I'm in. Trying to maintain that I'm struggling. If you can't go, think I'm gonna. You're in the city of wandering lights. Tonight just go under. Think twice. The train of thought will be outside, so if you must pause, I'll be right. Disturb your life. It's like the dark. Disturb your life. Am I scared of you? Disturb your life. Ain't used to what you like. Disturb your
This part of the episode reminds me of the meme on the internet where the gopher sticks his head outside of the hole, and then inside the hole he goes outside, inside, outside, inside. That's kind of like what's going on here, because the only relief from inside is outside. Here's Saturday in the Park with Chicago.
Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. People dancing, people laughing. A man selling ice cream.
outside, inside, outside, inside, bare naked ladies, 1 week.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now, I want to hoodwink. Does it make you stop, think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss, I like the sushi, cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, big like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits. You try to match wits, you try to hold me but I bust through. Gonna make a break and take a bake out like a stinking ache and shake out like vanilla. It's the finest of the flavors. Gonna see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna go, cause it's so dangerous you'll have to sign a waiver. Can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, well you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me. I still got the red burns on both my knees. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault, but I'm only too soon. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I'll sit back and wait till you say you're sorry.
China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maisons. I hope the smoky man's in this one like Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like Sting I'm tantric, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gonna get a set of better clips, gonna find the kind with tiny enough just so my irons aren't always flying off the backswing. Gonna get into my Sailor Moon, cause the cartoonist got the boom anime babes to make me think the wrong thing. How can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile, though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of losing my shirt.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Dropped your arms to the sides and said I'm sorry. 5 days since I laughed at you and said you just did just what I thought you were gonna do. 3 days since the living room. We realized we're both to blame, but what could we do? Yesterday, you just smiled at me, cause it'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. Birchmount Stadium, home of the Robbie.
Tell me about your childhood.
At the tender age of 3, I was hooked to a machine just to keep my mouth from spouting junk. It must have took me for a fool, cause they chucked me out of school, cause the teacher knew I had the fun. But tonight I'm on the edge, gotta shut me in the fridge, because I'm burning up. I'm burning up. With the vision in my brain, and the music in my veins, and the dirty rhythm in my blood. They are messing with my heart, and they're messing with my heart, and they're messing with my heart. They won't stop messing with my ripping me for the feet, the rhythm of your heartbeat. 'Cause the music of the street, it isn't any appetite. It isn't any appetite. Rapper, rapper, rapper. I can reach into your arms like an itch in your headphones. You can turn it up. Yeah, I'm the shape in your back room. I'm the breather on the phone. And I'm burning up. But there's one thing I must say before they lock me up again. You'd be safer at the back. When I'm having a
Hyperactive when I fall, hyperactive now I'm tall, hyperactive as the day is long. Hyperactive in my bones, hyperactive in your phones, hyperactive and the night is young. Hyperactive when I'm small, hyperactive now I'm grown, hyperactive till I'm dead and
That was Thomas Dolby with Hyperactive, which is something that you're guaranteed to be after you've been pent up inside for such a long time. Week 2 of self-imposed isolation. It can be done, but it's painful. And speaking of painful, everybody in the entire world is taking a financial hit over this one. The fact is that people can't even buy a job.
Standing in line, marking time, waiting for the welfare dime. 'Cause they can't buy a job. The man in the silk suit hurries by as he catches the poor old lady's eyes. Just for fun, he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe that? Said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go. 'Cause you don't look like they do. Said, hey, old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said so. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that? Yeah. Well, they passed a law in '64 to give those who ain't got a little more. But
'Cause the law don't change another's mind when all it sees at the hiring time is the line on the color bar. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
That was Bruce Hornsby and the Range with That's Just the Way It Is right here on the Ntrockline show. An unfortunate progression from unable to work may lead to homelessness. When we talk about isolation, we forget about the disenfranchised and already isolated individuals. They would go home if they had one. Here is Phil Collins with Man on the Corner. Years ago, I walked into medieval times in Toronto and I saw the torture chamber there, and I couldn't help but think at the time that there's no hope for humanity. Sometimes a disaster will bring out the best in people, but most often what's publicized is the worst in people. Since the pandemic has started, there has been run on certain supplies as people unapologetically scoop up all the hand sanitizer, all the cleaning products, and all the toilet paper. The problem is, and it may be no surprise to anyone, that everyone's just looking out for number one. Here's Bachman Turner Overdrive. They thought of this.
Every day is an endless train. You got to ride it to the end of the line. Be a troubleshooter, blow the bad luck away, and you will make it to your station on time. And you'll find out every trick in the book, and that there's only one way to get things done. You'll find out the only way to the top is looking out for number one. I mean, you keep looking out for number one. Every night is a different game. We gotta work for our fortune and fame. Success is a ladder, take a step at a time, and the people will remember your name. Yes, I found out all the tricks of the trade, and that there's only one way you're gonna get things done. I found out the only way to the top is looking out for number one. And that's me, I'm looking out for number one. Every day is an endless train, but I ride it to the end of the line. I'm a real troubleshooter and I blow it away. No one's gonna get what's mine. I found out every trick in the book, and that there's only one way to get things done. I found out the only way to the top is looking out for number one. I mean, you keep looking out for number one. And that's us, keep looking out for number one. That's me, I'm looking out for number one.
On every episode of the Ntrockline show, we try to give you a little bit of hope, usually towards the end, but sometimes almost at the end. And this would be it. This too shall pass. Diamond Sun, Glass Tiger.
They came to this land. We gave our friendship, gave them our hands, but it was never to be. Oh, you must bow down, they said, fall to your knees. Oh, Diamond Sun has to burn. Oh, are we never to learn? Love gives life, and life is love. But what have you done? You have walked on this earth since the first star was shining and the moon had its birth. But as with the shadows of lonely trees, we are in bondage, but our hearts are still free. Oh, Diamond Sun has to burn. Oh, are we never to learn? Love gives life, and life is love. But what have you done? Still Diamond Sun has to burn. Oh, are we never to learn? Still Diamond Sun has to burn. My heart, I believe someday the sun will shine, you shall be free. When bless our children as they're put to the test, you feel the heartbeat of a nation's rest. Oh, Diamond Sun has to burn. Oh, are we never to learn? Love gives life, and life is love. Love gives life, and life is love. What have we done? What have we done?
We've tried to tell a story. The story of COVID-19, otherwise known as Corona. The virus came, the people ran, they closed their doors, they isolated themselves. They came outside on occasion, but then they had to go home, and then they came back out again. We've considered the plight of people financially, as well as emotionally. We've considered the plight of people without homes to go to. And we've tried to make light of an otherwise fairly serious situation, I think. Speaking of making light of a serious situation,
Is this a fever? Is this just allergies? Caught in a lockdown, no escape from the family. Don't touch your eyes, just hand sanitize quickly. I'm just a poor boy, no job security, cause of easy spread, even though I wash my hands laying low. I look out the window, the curve doesn't look flatter to me, to me. Mama, I just killed a man. I didn't stay inside in bed. I walked past him, now he's dead. Mama, life was so much fun, but now I've got this unforgiving flame. Mama, I didn't mean to make them die. If I'm not back to work this time tomorrow, carry on, as if people didn't matter. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine. Social isolation time. Goodbye, everybody. I hope it's just the flu. I've gotta leave you out here and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I never went down at I see a little silhouette of a man. What a douche, did he even wash his hands though? The toilet paper's frightening, very, very frightening me. Gotta lay low, masturbate. I'm just a poor boy facing mortality. He's just a poor boy facing mortality. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Touch your face, wash your hands, will you wash your hands? Bismillah, no, we will not wash our hands. Wash your hands. Bismillah, we will not wash our hands. Wash your hands. Bismillah, wash your hands. Wash your hands, never wash your hands. Never know. No. Mamma mia, wash your hands. COVID-19 has a sickness put aside for me. So you think you can stop me and just shake my hand? So you think we can hang out and not break our plans? Oh, baby, can't do this with me, baby.
Well, there you have it, another edition of the NT Rockline Show. Today we did Hanging with Corona because that's what everybody's doing. We try to stay current and topical. You can bet that this is the first of a very large mini-series. Please join us again next week when Corona Isolation Complex appears.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the NT Rockline Show. My name is Neil Tilk, and I'm pleased as punch to have you here with me today, and I hope to see you again real soon. A complete volume of my work can be found at www.soundcloud.com/Neil/Tilk. I hope you've enjoyed every second. You can reach me at ntrockline@gmail.com or visit our page at ntrockline@facebook.com, where you'll find lots of extra stuff. Until we meet again.